Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, it's me. And this is going to be a fast video. And no, I'm not going to put any music on. And I ain't going to dance for you. This is a continuation of making baby products. And this one is the Non Petroleum Jelly. Like if you put Vaseline on your baby's bottom. It is all natural. And I call it Baby Butt Smooth. So I had to wait for my castor oil. There's only 3 ingredients: beeswax, sunflower oil, which is very little, and instead of sunflower oil, you can use the vitamin E, and this is why I use sunflower. Allergies again, here I go talking. And then castor oil. So, over here in my pot, I am going to melt the beeswax. And the beeswax, excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. 5 teaspoons, and yes, it will be down in the description box. The sunflower oil is 3 grams, or you can use your vitamin E. I'll put that in there since it's sunflower oil. And then castor oil, which is 425 grams. There you go. That is it. So, let's get this beeswax melted, and then I'll put in the castor oil and just warm it up. And we are almost finished. How about that? That was pretty fast, wasn't it? All right, hang in there. It's only a second for you, but it'll melt, and then I will put the castor oil in. See, that didn't take very long. All right, now we're just going to put the castor oil in here and warm it up. And that is all the ingredients. Are you saying, say what? Oh, today is my Monday. And of course, you know, it's really Tuesday for everyone else. But until after Memorial Weekend, then things will really start picking up. So I love my Tuesdays because I am back here in the shop area making stuff. And I got the doors open just in case a straggler wants to come in. So, what else can I say? Next Monday, of course, it'd be my day off. This Monday, we had nothing but doctor's appointments and stuff, annual checkups, and yes, I am A-okay. I don't have to increase my potassium or my vitamins. I leave it as is. The potassium, I'm on a regimen of every other day. And so it's been staying steady and feeling good. I gained a couple of pounds. Not 112 anymore. But that's pretty... That's pretty good. They'd like me to get back into my hundreds and 120s, but I don't think it's going to happen. So anyways, everything's fine. Just have to do annual junk, which you know us women don't like to talk about. And Glenn's doing well, except for he has to go for some tests. Please keep him in your prayers. And we will find out the results. So we're just waiting for that. But as far as anything else, praise the Lord, we're all right. We're breathing. Okay. Okay, I don't know what else to talk about except for next Monday. Did I just say that? Who knows? I better drink some more coffee. Or maybe have some tea. Araya's coming, and we're going to do, we like to try to do it every year, either in the spring or in the fall, because I just don't do well with the heat. And we're going to go up to Pikes Peak, and they have a whole bunch of trails out there. So we're going to go for our walk and up and down and climbing around on the rocks and all that kind of stuff and see what we can find in nature. And no kids. Oh my goodness. Usually when we did it before, the kids were in school, so it's no big deal. So now what I'm doing here is just getting the castor oil melted, but then remelting the sunflower oil and the beeswax again so that it will become clear and transparent. Then we know what to do next. So I will bring you back. Alrighty. Get that bottom dried off. And it's all melted. Now what do? Well, you just whisk it until it gets to the jelly stage. And it shouldn't take very long. And then you pour it in the jars and wait until it cools. Put the lids on them, label them, and voila, you're done. I think the very next thing that we will be making for the baby products is I'm going to infuse some oils, some calendula oils. And then I am going to make some butter with it. I haven't decided which oil I'll use yet, but I will use hydrogenated vegetable oil to make my butter, and then we'll take it from there. I'm out of shea butter, so I'm going to have to order that, and that's one of our biggest staples. I can't believe that I just used it all up, but I think with the calendula body butter for the babies, I will use a very, very wonderful oil, and I don't know which one yet, but I will definitely let you know. And then I guess we could make some baby oil, or maybe we'll just make baby lotion. Who knows? I haven't made up my mind yet which ones I want. We made the diaper cream, and now we're making the Non Petroleum Jelly, which it will get like a Vaseline stage here. And it's probably too hot right now, so I'm just talking away. And yeah, maybe we'll make a lotion, but we'll use some special oil with that too, so it absorbs into the baby's skin and keeps it natural. Of course, I think I will do an unscented and a scented one, and use like the Johnson Baby bath time or something like that. I got 2 different ones. We'll see. So while this cools down a little bit and I get it to the stage so we can keep this a very short video, I will pause you until then. Okay, see how it's getting a little cloudy because it's cooling off? Then you just whip it, stir it. I use a whisk. And as it cools, it will turn into like jelly. Yes, even it looks like petroleum jelly. What is castor oil good for the baby's bottom? Well, besides lubricating the skin, it's an anti-inflammatory. And, yep, antimicrobial. And it will hydrate the skin. It'll just keep it baby butt smooth. That's why I call it that. But yes. So, now you know. No, you don't have to add any preservatives in it because it is an oil base, but like I just got through saying, antimicrobial properties are in here, very, very strong. The sunflower has a whopping vitamin E in it, and that's always good for skin conditioning, keeping it in good health. And it helps if there is, you know, a problem. No, redness, not broken skin, but, you know, redness. You want to keep it lubricated so that things that happens in the diaper has a barrier, so it's not breaking down the skin. This is what's good. This is a good preventative measure for healthy skin, not broken skin. And same thing with the diaper cream that we made. Whopping everything in it is so good for, you know, the skin, especially if you start having, you know, breakage, you know, breaking down of the skin. That is very, very good because of what's in it. High doses of antimicrobial and fungus. So, yes, and you don't need a preservative in that because there isn't any water and it has all the goodies in it that I've had a lot of people ask, well, don't you refrigerate it? No, it stands on its own. Very, very good. Don't have to worry about it. It has its own preservatives in there, the little things that gobble up all the nasty things. So see how it's looking? Yeah. And as it cools, it'll get thicker. But I want it to be like a little bit more of a creamy stage before I pour it, because I just want them to stay together. But you can see on the edge, maybe I'll get you up closer. See the edge of this, how it is getting like jelly-like stage, like Vaseline or petroleum jelly. Yeah, this is the good stuff. Cracked hands, you know, that would be good with a regiment, keeping it, you know, pliable. But I think for cracked hands, I would go for the pine tar salve, things like that. But anyways, it's a good preventative measure before skin breaks down. And the reason why I say that is because castor oil, even with all its goodies, has a tendency to be able to take whatever and penetrate it down into all the layers of the skin. Well, if you have something going on, like broken skin, and you have nothing but, you know, I mean, it is a high percentage of what's in here is castor oil. You do not want nasties or, you know, microbes of any sort to be able to penetrate down into the skin because it was broken. So does that make sense? Yes. That is the difference. We used to slather Vaseline all over. I don't know. I'm pretty old, so you can imagine my generation. And that was a no-no. Castor oil can fight so much, but if you got something that didn't make it, getting gobbled up by the antimicrobial agents in here, if you will, then you might have something that goes down into the skin, and then now you blocked it because it is, you know, a good lubricant. Now you just blocked it in between. So that's why I say good healthy skin and keeping a barrier, a preventative measure. I don't think a lot of people understand that. And vitamin E, oh yes, it's very good for skin and it helps heal it and stuff. But if you have broken skin and you put vitamin E on it, it kind of takes all, microbes and, normal flora on our skin, which is staph and strep and all the other good nasty stuff. You will have a tendency to take that and put it down into the wound. And I mean, if you look under a microscope, even a scratch, and then you're barricading it in there, oh my goodness, then you start getting into trouble. So you'll have doctors that say absolutely do not put vitamin E on, broken skin. And they don't go into, a lot of details. And a lot of people say, oh, I've done that for scratches and they healed and stuff. Well, you were very, very blessed, weren't you? Some people that just can't fight, especially in an area, that is a lot of fighting going on, if you will. And just one thing goes in there and it only takes a matter of, a couple hours and you got staph all over the place. They multiply so fast. So that's why they said don't put it on. Don't put vitamin E or this on broken skin, because some people will know better in the causes and then others don't. So they say in a broad range, don't do it. So again, this is preventative. And see how it's getting thick? See up on the wall here? So I'm just going to keep on whipping it and my yakking. Give it a few more minutes and then I'm going to pour it, because it'll start cooling off real fast, but I want to keep everything incorporated. That makes sense. Okay, a few minutes, I'll bring you back. Well, a few minutes for me, not you. And now, instead of the whipping, or you could go real slow, but since it's starting to cool down, I take my spatula and just, keep mixing it, but you want to try to get out all the air just in case there's a lot of air because of the whip. And it's doing very good. Just want to try to get all the extra bubbles out. Let it cool down just a little bit more. And it wasn't even 5 minutes in between the last one. So I will bring you back. All right. You see this? Watch. You see how thick it is? How it's kind of like doing a trace on there. I don't know if you can see that too well. Or you could put it on the side. This is a good pouring consistency. And yes, as it gets cold, it will gel up even more. So let's get this in here. Start getting it poured. I usually have smaller jars, I think. Don't make them anymore. They were like 3 ounces. So hopefully, yeah. And see how it's thickening up inside the Pyrex dish. I don't know if you can see that too good. It just makes it an easier pour if you just wait for that consistency. Oh, look at that. See? Good stuff. And there you have it. And I'll take a picture of it in the jar labeled. I gotta clean this one up anyways. See how fast that's set up? And it will set up faster as it cools. I am so in love with this stuff. See how it doesn't take very long at all to get it going. So, if you have any questions or comments, better be nice ones. And I will answer them, put them in the comment section, and help the old hillbilly by pushing that like button, even if you don't want to leave a comment. And on to the next soapy adventure, y'all. Of course, it'd be a baby product. Pat, I hope you're watching. All right. Love you guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will try to.